Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 4 here on Greengrass Isle, just chilling out for this New Year's event, having a good time, seeing what we can find. And first thing we're going to start off with is 11,163 sneaky snacking. The team has kind of let me down a little bit yesterday, so we'll get into that a little bit later, but just know things aren't going well. We are going to start off with a recovery instance for going to bed on time, getting another stamp on the card, which is good. I used another one just to get that mission complete last night. Didn't really need it, just wanted it for the mission completion. Got another 200 sleep points, puts us at a grand total of 6,730, and then for our daily lottery, we can pick up, hopefully, 10 diamonds. 10 diamonds is not the 100 I wanted it to be, but I will take 10. Diamonds is diamonds, and they do add up. So that is going to be very nice with how the event has been going. Let's go ahead and collect from everybody. Skill trigger there. That's a good start. Good start to the day. Also 33 energy on top of that Quagsire, which is good because 10 mushrooms that we just got right there is probably about as many mushrooms as he brought in yesterday. We had a very much oops all berries day. Dedenne, only a couple triggers yesterday. Still feeling like there's something off about these skill triggers. Double there. We did get 2 more throughout the rest of the day yesterday, which is technically, to be fair, just slightly below what Dedenne should bring in on average, but still below. So that could just be a bad RNG day. Skill trigger there. That's good. I mean, so far today's looking pretty good for the skill triggers. Everybody has gotten what they can potentially get. Let's see if we can get the same from Gardevoir. A double would be nice. It would make me feel better. I feel better. All right, good. So Quagsire is at max energy right now, I bet. And then we've got one more, and it's Dugtrio, who also let me down. Didn't bring in too many leaks yesterday. Looks like today may not be any different. That's only 6. Oh no. I mean, I know we're not supposed to bring in too many per day, but I mean, come on, buddy. I need help. This is why we need a better leak gatherer. We're going to have to find something. Also, they're doing some construction out front, so if y'all hear any weird noises, that's all it is. Sorry about that if it's coming through. Hopefully the mic is cutting out most of it. But it's kind of loud. It's kind of reverberating in my brain, if you know what I mean. All right, let's throw in some extra stuff. We've got plenty of cocoa. We need that cocoa for Sunday. We need the milk for Sunday. I thought I had more milk than that. I thought I had enough for all 3 meals on Sunday, but I guess I did not. Definitely going to save the potatoes. We do need those for Sunday. Let's just throw in some apples and call it a day. I did, however, even though I skipped lunch because we didn't have the ingredients to make the ninja curry, dinner went extra tasty. So 2 meals yesterday, both extra tasty. Starting off today with just a regular meal. Kind of what I expected. But we did have I think 30 or 40% chance, at least a 30% chance of extra tasty. But I can't remember if I had another trigger from Dedenne already stocked up after I made dinner last night. I don't think I did. So probably only 30%. But even if we can bump our average to 1.5 extra tasties per day, that will be a significant increase, not only over what we were normally getting, where it's just 1 or 2 extra tasties a week, but over our 1 per day average that we had from Dedenne before I invested the main skill seeds and got it to level 50. So 1.5 times per day is a 50% bump on top of that. So that would be very nice. Hopefully that made sense. I kind of feel like I just rambled a little bit, but hopefully it made sense. Anyway, let's move on to this sleep report and let's see what we've got going on. Again, we're just here trying to find what we can find. We do have the triple drowsy power boost, which is going to be very nice. So maybe we'll find something interesting. But let's see. 10 hours. Yep, makes sense. I was very tired. Yeah, that's about right. All right, so that's looking like a slumbering, maybe. No, snoozing. Snoozing. I didn't think it was going to be enough. All right, well, there we go. And times 3, that's going to put us at like 150 million, maybe? Oh, even higher. Oh, over 200 million. Okay. 208.6 million. So we should have a lot of good stuff here. And we get that candy boost on top of it. This ought to be nice. Ought to be nice. All right, so we've gotten a top belly graveler, so a lot of Geodude candy there, which is good because we found out we probably need to find a better Geodude. We need to find us a better... Ooh, I saw something very interesting there. We need to find us another AAA Geodude. So we've got Bellsprout, Ralts, Ekans, Ninetales, Diglett, another Diglett, and a Graveler. So what else? What else could we have? There's one missing Sleep Style. It's not off to the left. It never fails. Whichever direction I go first is not going to be where the thing is, but there we go. Baby's awake and mama's asleep. Early Rising Sleep, the 3-star, getting us a good amount of Dream Shards in there, as well as some extra candies, plus the Dream Coins. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We still need the Atop Belly. Still need the Atop Belly Kangaskhan Sleep, but almost got them all. Very, very interesting find. I forget about Kangaskhan being in this game, even though we have a pretty decent one. I do forget, but no one's hungry, of course. Just my luck. Okay, so how do we want to handle this? Part of me wants to try to catch that Graveler because I know that we need a better AAA, but I also just would rather wait and try to get a Geodude. I just said we do need better leaks, so we could go for the Diglett. We've got a decent amount of Poke Biscuits. So we could, yeah, I think that's probably the smart play. As much as I want to try to catch this Kangaskhan because it's rare, we already have a pretty good one. It's not the best, but it's pretty solid. And without that Kangaskhan being hungry, I don't think I want to spend resources on it right now. So we're going to take the guaranteed catch. Get a Diglett, try for a better ABB, and see if we can make something happen out of this. We did have 2 Digletts as well, but I think I'm just going to feed it the 1 biscuit and see what happens. And then that way we can pretty easily catch it next time. Either it shows up hungry and we give it a regular 2 regular biscuits to take it home, or it doesn't show up hungry and 1 premium biscuit will take it home. Or we get a big hit right now and then things change and we got to play a little bit different. Let's see. What are you going to do? Just the regular? Okay. All right, just the 1. So we'll leave it like that, and then that way we can for sure take it home next time. Ralts would be interesting to catch, but we don't need it. Ninetales is not hungry, so there's no point in feeding it. Bellsprout, I'm not really worried about catching another Bellsprout right now. We already have 2 really good Victory Bells, and we could find something better, but honestly, I already have a Shinx that's triple tomato, so if we really need something else, we can just work on that. So we're just going to wrap it up. We're going to take home the 1 Diglett, and hopefully it's something worthwhile. But let's send out some Kangaskhan candy for that rare candy for our community, and 45 Dream Coins out of this one. Not bad. Plus a decent amount of candy. Very good. All right, how many Dream Shards did we get? About 10,200. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Diglett, let's see. Are you going to be the one that I need, or are you going to just laugh in my face? Let's find out. Level 13 and Naive. Naive is not ringing any bells. But then again, nothing ever does. It's ABC. That's awful. That's not what we want, so we automatically don't want this one. Yeah, these are bad. Skill level up S, skill trigger S, skill trigger M, inventory up M. Research XP bonus. Naive is XP gains up, main skill chance down. That's why it doesn't ring any bell, because outside of Hasty, I don't really care for, or I don't remember any of the XP gains up because they're usually not that ideal outside of Hasty. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. It's, yeah, even the sub skills aren't good. It's not even ABC with perfect sub skills. It's just bad. So yeah, we're gonna have to catch another one. We're gonna have to try for an ABB. We really need ABB with Ingredient Finder M at 10 or 25, and Ingredient Finding up Nature. That's really, really what we need. Possibly even Ingredient Finder S and M at 10 and 25. We really, 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 really need to try to maximize those leaks. We could also catch Quaxley, so we're going to catch Quaxley and Diglett, and whichever one gives us the magic trick, nice. Whichever one gives us the ABB first is just going to be the one we go with. So yeah, this one, pretty bad. Pretty bad. PR 29. I didn't even do intraspecies, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be pretty close to the same. Maybe a little bit worse, a little bit better. Give or take a few points, but it's pretty bad. So we're we're just gonna move on and get away from that, because that is bad. It's real bad. All right. So not a whole lot's going on today. It's kind of just middle of the week lull as per usual, but maybe some new news. No new news. Don't forget you have your gift. If you haven't claimed it already, go ahead and do so. No new medals, but we do have new community reports. I got 10 last night, and 5 of them had doubled up, so 50% odds. Let's see if we can keep the same. With 37 reports, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 that doubled up out of 37. That is what? About 20-ish%? Almost? Maybe between 20 and 25, somewhere around there. Still not bad. Still not bad, but here's what we want to see. The number of dream coins, 22 of them. I think this is the most we've gotten so far from the community. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I was only counting because some of them could be 1 coin, but yeah, 11 of them that gave me coins, and that is, I think that's the most I've gotten so far. So, very nice. And I see one of our ace trainers in there. So very nice. Very good. We like the dream coins. Unfortunately, I don't think I've completed a mission to get more dream coins, which means we definitely, yeah, still not. We're getting close, but we don't have enough to buy the main skill seed from the shop. But yeah, 300. We got 261. Yeah, not enough. Not enough yet. The thing I almost did yesterday, and I'm fairly confident this would have been a mistake because of how this turns out. I did check with our golem, and I can get it to level 50, but I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't think that's a good idea. I think we're better off. Yeah, I can get it exactly to level 50 apparently. I think we're better off catching a better one. That's 130,000 dream shards that we'd have to invest in this. And yeah, it's not the best. It would only marginally improve this golem. So we definitely need to find a better one. Even our Quackquaval is just about the same as this golem, so we'd have to find a better Quaxley on top of that. Basically, Quaxley is just like the main thing to have around here. We can get an ABB or a AAA and get a solid one and be in a pretty good spot. And then Diglett's kind of the same. This one's ABA, so getting it to level 60 wouldn't help. But yeah, I don't know, man. We're just not in a good spot, and I'm realizing that I'm not as secure in my ability to find some of these ingredients as I thought I was. So we're definitely going to have to hunt for a better leek gatherer. We've got a pretty solid egg gatherer now, so we don't really have to worry about that one too much. Better leeks, better soybeans, and eventually we're going to have to invest in a ginger gatherer, but I already know who that's going to be. So we are going to be in a good place. Also, all 4 of these, let me go ahead and try to stay on top of this. I keep saying that, and then I always forget. But we're going to go ahead and send all 4 of those to the professor, because none of them were good. And yeah, we're kind of in a solid place right now. We're not in a great place, but we're in a pretty solid place. And if things don't improve today, then I'm going to take a cue from the comments, and we're just going to prepare for next week rather than trying to work on Ninja Salad, or Ninja Curry, because it's just kind of annoying to try to get all the stuff with what we've got set up right now. And we've only got enough for one more meal, and then I need to get Charizard on the team. I was really hoping to have mushrooms in a much better place than this. We've had Quagsire on the team for a full 24 hours. And that's where we're at on mushrooms. And Quagsire is supposed to be bringing in a bunch more than that. So, yeah, kind of unfortunate. So we may just go ahead and shift gears again to getting ready for next week. trying to level up these recipes was not a bad call. It just, RNG is not our friend right now. So yeah, can't even make lunch. So that's where we're gonna part ways today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy them, and a huge shout out to our ace trainers Illusion, White, Husky Star, and JP. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join or subscribe plus button right below this video. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, hang out with a cool community of people. And other than that, y'all have a good night. And until next time, later, dudes.